Okay, so this is just a little analysis. The interesting thing is, okay, notice the time is at 000, so this is the very beginning. And look how distant that light is. If that were a car, you would say, well, if this is a flat road, that car is very, very far away. If the other possibility is that we're coming down a hill and that car is behind us coming down the hill. But this is a flat road. There are no hills. There's slight undulations to the road. But the thing to see here is watch how quickly this comes upon us. And you tell me if you think this is a motorcycle coming behind us. And I'll turn on the sound so that you get the noise of the car as well. And you'll clearly hear there's no motorcycle revving up behind us. But let's see how long it takes for the light to get quite bright. It's pretty much full on in 3 seconds. 3 seconds from that far away. It's full on. Let's watch it one more time. And then I'll put all these clips together. 00. Look how far away it is. 2, 3, 3 seconds is full on. And then it's going to be interesting to watch how it disappears. Now this is in the rear view mirror of the car.
The light goes up and down.
It's rear view mirror, and the car is not circular, or the light's not circular. The light's kind of an oblong shape. It's a bit hard to tell it from here. And where I'm going 120K, and watch the way it disappears. You'll see it oscillate. You'll see it get large and then small, and large and then small. And this is the light doing it. It's not anything that I'm doing.
Extraordinarily bright.
And then in a moment you'll see it'll just kind of wink out as if we went around a corner or you know, down a hill or something, or up a hill. But it doesn't. It just winks out.
It disappears, but there's no horizon behind us. There's no
It's just gone. So there you go. Okay, now this is going to maybe appear like it's coming from a bit of a distance. But at any rate, here you go. No sound this time. This is a different clip. This is the second clip. Now, an interesting thing, someone I showed this to said, oh, well, perhaps it's a car with a spotlight. But notice that the interior of the car is not being illumined. And see how quickly it winked out? It was there, and it's gone. We can back this up a bit, of course, and you'll be able to back up the original, how it just disappears. But if this were a searchlight or something on a car, first of all, where are the rest of the headlights? Second of all, at some point it would illumine the whole interior of the car, or at least flash in the mirror and flash bright and wash everything out. But this is a light behind us, following us, and it's solid white and somewhat oblong. We're the only ones on the road. There is no one in front of us, no one behind us, and we are in the middle of the, not quite what's properly called the outback, but nobody else is around. This clip, we're going to do this clip with no sound too. Watch how the light very rapidly grows and then goes almost to pinpoint, but doesn't turn out. And I'm not taking the camera off the mirror, so it's not the case that I'm no longer pointed at the rear view mirror. This is just the characteristics of the light. So let's watch this. See, it gets quite a bit bright and then it goes almost to nothing. And when it comes back on, you'll see it fluctuate in size. You see it's kind of a point there. I'm still on the mirror because you can see the point of the light, and then it goes really quick. What motorcycle does that? What car does that? Anyway, yeah, I wish the video was a bit clearer, but it soon became apparent, that this was not an ordinary type of light behaving in an ordinary way that cars do and everything when they're behind you. Okay, it should be said the story behind this is we were driving on the road and my Azar had to go to the bathroom and I thought that this was a motorcycle behind us and I didn't want to pull off to the side of the road and let her go out and then have a bikey, pull up beside us and something happened because we're out in the middle of nowhere. So I slowed way down from 120 kilometers down to maybe 20 or 30 kilometers waiting for this motorcycle to pass us, but it didn't. It just diminished and disappeared. And so then I thought that was quite odd, and then I was even more suspicious that, okay, this bike's messing with us, and I got even more cautious, and we pulled out onto the road and got up to speed, and all of a sudden it was right behind us again, and I thought, wow, this guy's really messing with us. But then as it winked on and off, it dawned on me that this was not natural. It was not a motorcycle. And let's take a look at this next clip. This is the third clip. And you'll watch how this goes into pinpoint and comes back on again. Again, I've removed the sound so we can focus on the light. Here it's fairly bright. And this is a rear view mirror, so you see that pinpoint of light in the upper right is just because it's a double pane glass mirror, as all rear views are. The only real light is the one in the center with the lines going across it. But watch how this will wink almost out, become a point. You still see the point there, and all of a sudden it comes on, full on. It doesn't grow. See, it's just there. It was in the mirror the whole time. It just flashes on. This is not a motorcycle creeping up on you or a spotlight or anything like that. This is a white oblong light following us. You can see it flashes, goes into point there. And I believe from here it's just... Now, when it actually went into a point, we saw it as, which didn't come out on the film, that the light was kind of on the road, almost like it was a sunset kind of thing. So you get this glow, almost a horizon kind of glow, almost as if the light went down and melted into the road and the bright part of the light left, and there was a half circle glow on the road. Very strange stuff. Now, as a disclaimer, I should mention that we're big Stephen Gear fans and Greer and everything like that, and if you don't know who he is, you can look him up on the web, but we had stopped about a half hour before to go to the bathroom, maybe a little bit longer, and I was thinking about, we looked up at the sky and I was thinking about the whole UFO thing, to be honest with you, because we were out in the middle of nowhere. And just about 10 minutes before we saw this UFO, I was imagining our friend Robin being with us and he and Azar in the back seat or something going through Stephen Greer's meditations to see if they could remote view a UFO down to us or something. And then it seemed like it was only 10 or 15 minutes later and all of a sudden this appeared. I didn't preview this clip before I started rolling, so we'll just see what happens here. This is probably a glow. You'll see it when you watch the whole clips. You can kind of see a glowish thing in the center of the screen. I don't know if this light's ever going to become big. I think I was just seeing if I could capture that half moon glow, which obviously I didn't do a good job doing. Okay, not too much to say here. This is just the light. I should say that the movement of the light is all me shaking and holding the cameras. We're going down this flat, but somewhat, not really bumpy is the wrong word, but it's certainly not a real smooth surface. So this is not the light moving. The light, I have to say, was very still behind us and steady. The movement of this light is all my camera, my hand shaking. But you see how it goes to a pinpoint and then flares up again, and it's not going out of the mirror. This is just the way it's acting. We'll watch this first clip again. I just want to tell you this happened on June 16th, 2003 on Western Australia's South Coast Highway between, I believe the name of the town is called Wheaton and the other town is called Many Peaks. But we were out in the middle of nowhere. So let's watch this one again come up on us, and then I'll go ahead and you'll have these commentary videos, and these commentary videos will be followed by all, I think there's 4 or 5 of them played at once. and we can see this one without the sound. You can see how quickly this comes up upon us. If that were a motorcycle or something like that, it would be revving fast and hard, and you would be able to hear it in the audio in the car. There's quite a bit of compartment noise, but a bike coming that fast would have to really be open throttle, and you don't hear anything. I really wish perhaps we had stopped and got out or rolled down the windows, or even as my friend Robin suggested, it's too bad I didn't hand the video phone to my wife Azar and have her turn around and take the video directly out the back window instead of me taking it through the mirror. But this is what happened, and you can't go back and do these things. But if you really think about this and analyze this, it's pretty spectacular, I believe. I don't know if this qualifies as a UFO or what. It did appear to be up off the road, but it certainly wasn't up in the sky. It was about the position a motorcycle or a car headlight would be, perhaps a wee bit more elevated. All right, so now we'll go ahead and put all the videos together, and you can watch them. I'll put them in iMovie and do it so that you can see all of them together. You can see it starts with 1765, and there's a few of them there: 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, and 70. So about 5 clips. And I have to say, we saw this many more times than I videoed it, because it took me a little while to realize exactly what was going on, that this wasn't a motorcycle. And then I realized I've got a video camera. And so, okay, enough commentary. I'll follow this with the videos as they were taken. And I'll upload this in movie format to iTunes. I don't know if it converts it to FLV or not. Very bright light right behind us in the mirror. This looks like he gets very close, and the light goes up and down, and then all of a sudden it'll drop behind us.
You just go fast and see what will happen. You're not going fast.
I'm going 120. It's like staying right there. Like it's a motorcycle, but it's not. And when we slowed down to pull over, it slowed down and stayed behind us. It's this huge bright light, extraordinarily bright. And now it's staying right in our rear view mirror, like it's right on our tail. And now look, it disappears, but there's no rise behind us. There's no dip behind us.
Yes.
See, there's no dip.
Yeah. Honey, you just look at the road. I can take it.
No, I've got it. And now it's like not there at all.
Yeah.
Which is what happened when we slowed down.
But you just go.
I'm going to stop. And there all of a sudden it is again. And then it comes like it's really bright, and it came from very far away. And now it's very, very bright. Like it's right behind us again. And now it's gone.
Honey,
Now it just disappeared.
Road.
I'm looking through it, baby. Now it's just gone. There's nothing back there. And this is straight, flat road ahead of us. Very, very slight undulation. And there's no light at all behind us. If it were a car or a motorcycle, we'd be seeing it now. It's just not there. There's nothing there behind us. And then all of a sudden we'll see a soft glow. I'm going to turn off the recording. There was nothing. And now it's almost like it goes behind a hill, but there's no real hill. And there it is again. And then it's gone. It's like it's coming up and ducking down or something strange. And then it's like full on. And it's like it's not that far behind us. And when we slowed down to go to the bathroom, it kind of faded in the background and disappeared. Like now it disappeared, but there's no dip behind us. There's no dip that would cause this dimming of the light. And now it's almost like it's coming from around a corner or in the trees or something. I'm going to turn this off. Let's come up. It'll go just down below the horizon.
It's okay.
Now it's full on.
Yeah, whatever.
And we're way out in the friggin' outback. We're between, we're heading into Albany. We're not quite at Many Peaks. We're between something, Wheat something, and Many Peaks. I haven't seen a sign. And now look, it just kind of goes down. And you probably can't, oh, and then boom, there it is. All this brightness, and the light goes up and down. You can see how it goes like up and down or whatever, however you want to describe that. And then it's gone all of a sudden. It dims. See it, but it's just this softest glow on the road. I can't see it through this, but this road is flat. And it's a soft glow. And then all of a sudden it'll pop up above. So freaky.
Yeah, but it's okay.
And now it's just there. And this is just flat road, man. There's no dips and stuff. If this were a motorcycle, it would stay in our lights the whole time.
But we are okay, honey.
It's like it'll fall way back and then come up on us. This light is like really, really bright.
But that's okay.
Fades off. I almost want to stop and see if it passes us, or just to know, is it a motorcycle that's like going fast?